Hey guys, hope you are having a good time this winter or summer if you're living in the southern hemisphere. First thing first, I have started uploading videos for Patreon like speed painting, animation tutorials, etc. all under just $1 tier. I have already uploaded my first video there, which is a time-lapse video of this illustration on an Android device accompanied by my ramble. If you like my work and videos here, please join my Patreon community for more such rewards and help keep this channel afloat. Thank you and much appreciated. I'm also going to open for art commission from January 2020. See description box below for details. Now come to the topic of this video. I was thinking of uploading some cute Christmas video, but then I thought, what if it becomes too cute? Then YouTube might flag it as kids content. By the way, if you are below 13, then you should immediately leave this video. You have been warned. If you don't know why, then maybe check my previous video on COPPA. So anyways, I decided to talk about something that has a relation to Christmas somewhat, but is not a child-friendly discussion. Ta-da! Krampus, the goat demon person, Santa's horned helper, the punisher of wicked children during the Christmas season. Krampus is one of the companions of Saint Nicholas in several regions including Austria, Germany, Bavaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Italy, Slovakia, and Slovenia. Krampus plays exactly opposite part to Santa. While well-behaved children rewarded by Santa, bad behavior of children get punished by Krampus. It's like Krampus is yin to Santa's yang. Wait, too many people have said that. Anyways, although Krampus appears in many variations, most share some common physical characteristics. He is hairy, usually brown or black, has cloven hooves, large horns of a goat, a sharp slithery tongue, dagger-like claws, and fangs. Krampus carries chains, which is symbolized by the Christian church as the binding of the devil. He rattles his chains for dramatic scary effect and to warn children of his approach. The chains are sometimes accompanied with bells of various sizes. Aw, that's cute. Krampus carries bundles of birch branches called ruten, which he uses occasionally to beat children up. The ruten may have had significance in pre-Christian pagan initiation rites. The birch branches are replaced with a whip in some representations. Sometimes Krampus appears with a sack or a basket on his back. This is to carry off the ill-mannered children to drown, eat, or transport them to hell for further torture. Some of the older versions of this lore did mention of naughty children being put in the bag and taken away. Talk about scaring the life out of little children with stories. Oh, I'm doing exactly the same thing basically. I just realized. So if you're a kid, go away. This quality can be found in other companions of Saint Nicholas such as Zwart-Piet, which translated as Black Piet. Yes, I went there. And no, I'm not going to touch the subject or the controversy this Christmas. Maybe a topic for another video. Krampus's roots have nothing to do with Christmas though. Instead, they date back to pre-Germanic paganism in the region. His name originated from the German word Krampen, which means claw. In recent years, a myth is popularized that the Krampus is the son of Hel, Norse goddess of the underworld. However, this relationship is created by the American fantasy artist and author Gerald Brom, whose 2012 novel Krampus, the Yule Lord features Krampus as the main protagonist. This same idea also appeared later on in two online games by the Norwegian games producer Funcom. Krampus forms part of ancient German traditions for the festive season. German Christmas starts earlier than most, in early December. German folklore indicates that the night of 5th December is the night of Krampus or Krampusnacht. On this night, parents tell their children to check outside the door to see if their shoes contain some candy or a rod. You know, depending on that, they will be visited by Santa or Krampa. See, when you rhyme them, it's not scary anymore. Another origin theory suggests that there were already established pagan traditions in the Alpine regions that became intertwined with Catholicism. It came from Partha or Bertha, English Bertha, also commonly known as Perth, and other variations, was once known as a goddess in Alpine paganism in the Upper German and Austrian regions of the Alps. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering all the pronunciation here. In some descriptions, Pertha has two forms. She may appear either as beautiful and white as snow or as elderly and haggard. In the folklore of Bavarian Austria, Perchta was said to roam the countryside during winter time and to enter homes during the 12 days between Christmas and Epiphany, especially on the 12th night. She would know whether the children and young servants of the household had behaved well and worked hard all year. If they had, they might find a small silver coin the next day in a shoe or in a bucket. But if they had not, she would slit their bellies open, remove their internal organs, and stuff the hole with straw and pebbles. The plural of Perchta is Perchten, which has become the name of her entourage as well as the name of animal masks worn in parades and festivals in the mountainous regions of Austria. In the 16th century, the Perchten took two forms. Some are beautiful and bright, known as the Schönperchten or Beautiful Perchten. These come during the 12 nights and festivals to bring luck and wealth to the people. The other form is the Schiakperchten or Ugly Perchten, who have fangs, tusks, and horsetails, which are used to drive out demons and ghosts. During the 16th century, men used to dress as the Ugly Perchten and went from house to house to drive out bad spirits. Also, people wore costumes and marched in processions known as Perchtenlaufs, which are regarded as any earlier form of the Krampus runs. With time, the ugly form of Perchten transformed into what is now known as the Krampus, and with Christian influence, it was made to be subjected to Saint Nicholas's will. But it's all just a theory, a Krampus theory. So during the 12th century, the Catholic Church attempted to banish Krampus celebrations because of his resemblance to the devil. Attempts had been made again in 1934 at the hands of Austria's conservative Christian Social Party. Also, questions about why parents would want to frighten their children with stories of a pagan monster coming to get them likely had a lot to do with the suppression of the Krampus for generations. Over the last few years, however, the Yuletide monster has been making something of a comeback, like having a Christmas-themed horror film. Also, National Geographic published a book based on the Krampus written in German. In several countries in Europe, such as Austria, Germany, Hungary, and Czech Republic, men dress in a Krampus costume and participate in events called Krampuslauf. These events consist of one or more Krampus chasing people in something like a fun run or scaring of the children. There are some regional variations that can be found. In Styria, Austria, according to their myth, Krampus present the Ruten bundles to families. The twigs are painted gold and displayed year-round in the house as a reminder to any child who has temporarily forgotten Krampus. In smaller, more isolated villages, the figure has other beastly companions such as the antlered wild man figures and not Saint Nicholas. These Styrian companions of Krampus are called Skabmanner or Rauhen. Austrians are also attempting to improve Krampus's public image by turning out all manner of merchandise from chocolates to figurines. Krampus is even featured on holiday greeting cards called Krampuskarten. Europeans have been exchanging greeting cards featuring Krampus since the 1800s. Sometimes introduced with greetings from Krampus, the cards usually have humorous rhymes and poems. Krampus is often featured looming menacingly over children. Over time, the representation of Krampus in the cards has changed. Older versions had a more frightening Krampus, while modern versions have a tamer-looking creature. Even though Night of the Krampus has passed this year, you never know what or who might appear this magical winter time to visit you. So you better watch out, you better not cry. So what do you think about Krampus? Do you like him or hate him? Let me know. If you like these kind of videos, tell me in the comment section if I should make more videos on mythical creatures. I hope you like my little painting piece here. Think I will make a greeting card out of it? Happy Christmas everyone! Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel or Krampus will get you. Enjoy your holidays. See you next year. Bye!